What's up, guys? It's MB Boxing, and I just finished up watching Jaron Ennis versus Custio Clayton, and this was a 12-rounder in the welterweight division, and this fight was Saturday, May 14th, from the Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California, and this fight was broadcasted on Showtime, and in this fight, Jaron Ennis proves once again why he is the real deal in the welterweight division as he destroys Custio Clayton in 2 rounds with one shot. This was an outstanding performance from Jaron Ennis, and I'm sold on him. He is the next best thing. This was another outstanding performance, as I mentioned before. Leading up to the stoppage, I had this bout scored 10-9 in favor of Jaron Ennis. And just to break down this fight, the first round, Jaron Ennis was really controlling the fight. Seemed like Custio Clayton was trying to land counter punches on the outside, like I predicted, but he just wasn't really having much success. Ennis landed some nice shots, and really was just walking down to Custio Clayton in the first round. That's why I gave him that round. But then in the second round, after more of Ennis sort of trying to walk down Clayton, he just unleashes a brutal 1-2. The jab coming in, sort of feinting Clayton's hand down to his nose area, leaving his temple/ear wide open. So then Ennis fires off the right hand sort of to that area of the temple and the ear, and then it sends Clayton down in a heap to the canvas. And Clayton, since he was hit in the side of the head and the ear, his legs were all over the place. His equilibrium was messed up. He was able to get up, but he was super wobbly. He was dancing all over the place. His legs were not there, and the referee waved it off. I think it was a good stoppage from the referee. Clayton was just not all there. He was still out on his feet. His legs were gone. So, good job from the referee, and just a great job from Jaron Ennis getting this knockout win. First man to ever stop Custio Clayton, and that was only inside 2 rounds. This was a destructive win. Comment down below your thoughts on Jaron Ennis, and that goes into the question, what is next for Jaron Ennis? He should step it up. He is taking on these very solid top 15 contenders in the welterweight division, but I would prefer to see him in his next fight take on someone who's inside the top 10. I think in his next fight, we could see him face someone at the likes of a Keith Thurman. We could see him face someone like a Cody Crowley. Someone just inside the top 10 in the welterweight division. I think it will be next for him. That could give him a solid test. Some people are saying they want to see him have a fight against Virgil Ortiz Jr. I would also love to see that fight, but being that Ortiz is with the Zone and Ennis is with Showtime/BBC, I don't really see the fight happening. But most likely, it could be Keith Thurman, Cody Crowley, someone like that in his next fight. But as for Custio Clayton losing here, for the first time actually, he does have another draw against Sergey Lipinets. So, he got stopped brutally. He was a top 15 contender going into it. Now losing here, brutally by knockout in the second round. I think in his next fight, he could take on a solid opponent that he would get a decent victory over on like a Showtime undercard, maybe a co-main event, like where he could take on a decent top 50 guy, maybe beat him by wide decision, or someone like that, because Clayton's still not a bad fighter, but Ennis is just on a different level. And I think in Clayton's next fight, he could take on a decent top 50 to top 25 contender in the welterweight division and maybe even get a solid victory. So overall, Jaron Ennis destroys Custio Clayton, knocking him out inside 2 rounds with a 1-2 to the side of Clayton's head. And that's really it. I'm MB Boxing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.